In this lesson, we are going to cover fuel consumption and gas cost calculation. Fuel consumption is the amount of liters that a vehicle traveled for 100 kilometers. To calculate fuel consumption, we could use the fuel used in liters divided by the distance traveled, then times 100. Or you could divide it the 100 at bottom, so either way, if we cross these times out. So it's just counted by 100 kilometers for the distance traveled. And the cost of gas is fuel in liters times the unit price. The price of gas is $1 something per liter. We call this unit price. And whenever we want to find the total cost, we use a unit price times the quantity. Then you will get a cost. So this is a cost, liters times price per liter. And if we want to find the liters from the distance, we are going to use a distance counted by hundreds. So divide by hundreds. This is how many 100 kilometers traveled times the fuel consumption. And this part, ignore it. This is just unit, liter per 100 kilometers. It's not divided by 100 again. This is just unit. When you do the calculation, you only have these three numbers. So when you want to find the distance traveled from how the liters you have, then we use the amount of fuel divided by fuel consumption and times 100. The reason for that is you have amount of fuel, you divide by fuel consumption, then this is counted by 100 kilometers. Then we times 100 kilometers, we can get the distance. So now we are going to use these four formulas to do some calculation. So practical problem. Scenario 1, daily commute. A person drives 12 kilometers to work and 12 kilometers back home. Every day, the price we use $1.39 per liter. The fuel consumption is every 100 kilometers used 12.4 liters. So it asks you how many kilometers do they drive in one day. So 12 kilometers one way, then back 12 kilometers. So we have 12 times 2. We have 24 kilometers per day to travel to work. And how many liters of gas do they use for one day? So we are going to use 24 divided by 100 to count how many 100 kilometers there. Then every 100 kilometers is 12.4. So this is unit price. Then unit price times kilometer traveled, that is quantity. Then we are going to have the total liters used. So we counted the distance by 100 by divided by 100. Then we times the unit price 12.4 liters per 100 kilometers. We get 2.976 liters gas will be used. Then it asks you how much does it cost. So this is quantity, then we times another unit price, that is the price for gas, that is $1.39. Then per liter times how many liters you used. Then you will have the total cost. Then we have $4.136. Then we round it up, is 14. If your car's fuel tank is 50 liters, how many kilometers can a fuel tank go? So we are going to use 50 liters, then divide by the unit price, 12 11.4 liters per 100 kilometers. That is how many 100 kilometers traveled. So we are going to times 100 to get how many kilometers. So this one is amount of fuel, 50 divided by fuel consumption, then times 100. So when you are looking for distance, we use this formula. Then you will have 50 divided by 12.4, then you have 4.03 times 100, you will have 403.225. Then we could round it to 3 kilometers, or we could just round it to the whole number, 403 kilometers. So this is the amount of fuel in liters and divide by fuel consumption and times 100. So this is how we do the calculation. Now we are going to look for the next scenario, monthly visit. This same person visits a friend twice per month, so 40 kilometers each time. So twice we times 2 for a month. Fuel consumption is 11.4 liter counted by 100 kilometers. So it asks you how many kilometers do they travel in a month to visit their friend. So each time is 40. Then we times twice is 2. We have 80 kilometers to visit a friend. How many liters of gas do they use for the 2 visits? So we are going to use this distance, quantity times unit price, liter per 100 meters. So we need to 80, we need to count it by the 100. So 80 divided by 100. Then we are going to have times 11.4, then it gives you 9.12 liters. So remember, the distance in the fuel consumption always counted by 100. So 80 we divide by 100. Then this is a quantity for liter for gas, and the cost will be the unit price. That is, we always use the same, $1.39 per liter to do the cost of the gas. So the unit price per liter, 1 liter costs this one, we have 9.12 liters. Then we times it, you will have $12.6768. We want to keep 2 decimal places, then we look at the next digit, is 6, is above 5, we round it up, it's plus 1, so we have $12.68. So this is how we, from the kilometer traveled to find the liter of gas used. Then from the liter of gas, using the unit price, then we have the total cost. So next one is 1 year. So this person drives to work 5 days a week, 10 kilometers each way, and visit their friend twice per month, 50 kilometers each visit. Fuel consumption is 10.4 liters per 100 meters, so each way. So this one we may times 2 for 1 day, this one twice per day, 50 per visit. This is a return, we assume. Then times 2 for 1 month. Then fuel consumption is this one. So how many total kilometers do they drive in 1 year? So we are going to look at work. So work is 1 day is 10 kilometers times 2. Then 1 week you have 5 days. So this is weekly. Then we do the calculation is 100 kilometers. Then we want to find 1 year, yearly. 1 year equals 52 weeks, so 1 week is 100, then times 52 weeks, we have 5,200 kilometers. That is for work. And for visit friend, we assume that 50 is a return back and forth distance, then times 2 is monthly, that is 100 kilometers. And for yearly, from 1 month to 1 year, 1 year we have 12 months, so 1 month is 100, with times 12 months, we have 1,200 kilometers. Then the total distance will be these two added together, so 5,200 plus 1,200, we have 6,400 kilometers. So this is a question for this one. Then the next one, what's the total cost? So we are going to find, in order to find the total cost of the gas, we need to find the liters for gas. So 6,400, we need to count how many 100 kilometers in it. And each 100 kilometers used 10.4 liters. So we times 8, then we are going to have 64 times 10.4, 6,400 divided by 100 times 10.4 give you 665.6 liters. Then each liter we use the same gas price again, 1 liter $1.39. So 1 liter, this one we have 600 something liters, we times unit price with the quantity, so $1.39 times 665.6 liters. Then you will have the total cost for the gas. It is $925.184. So the 4 is less than 5, we round off, so we don't change. It's $925.18. Then after that, we just write the statement. Therefore, the distance traveled is to 6,400 kilometers, and which costs $925.18. So thanks for watching.